Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, wherever you are at this moment, whatever you're doing. Hope you're having a wonderful morning thus far. Yep. It is Friday. Thank God for Friday. Mr. Beto usually say Fridays for ladies. I don't know why. Good morning, Mr. Beto. How you doing? And the wonderful folks on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and the PD Martinique. Good morning, Gailey. How you doing? Yes, Shondell and Cheryl, good morning to you all as well. Didi, how you do, girl? Devon, you all right? Could you imagine if both of us on an island alone, none of us ain't talking? Devon, good morning to the entire household, man. Good morning, the Honorable Kimberlyn Mills. Yeah, one of the King's awardees this year. Milton Coy, good morning. How are you? I hope all is well. And the family. Mr. Patrick Kojo and family, good morning. Shem, how are you doing? Everybody's good, right? Nice. Neil, good morning to you and family, man. What's up? Still in Carriacou. Scripper, good morning. Still have that room holding for me, right? Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Cuthbert and the folks at the Regatta Jupa. How they do? Nice. Desmond Clovey says, good morning. Blessed Friday, everyone. Marilyn Gordon says, good morning, Gordon. Good morning, listeners. Good morning to you too, Marilyn. Nice. It's 28 minutes on to 7 o'clock. That is the time. How are we this morning? Good morning to the police officers of the nation. Good morning to all the security guards. Hope you all are doing fine. I want to say good morning to the medical fraternity. Good morning to you, Nurse Maxwell and your team. Good morning to you, Dr. Cassie Christopher, Dr. Dolan Noel. Good morning to you. How are you? Nice. Good. At this time, I'd like to, on behalf of the management and staff of the Grenada Broadcasting Network, I'd like to say, extend our deepest condolences to the Edwards family on the passing of that wonderful soul yesterday. God alone knows what happened there, man. You know, I do hope that you find strength in one another. Raphael Patrick George Muscle says, good morning, Grenada. Just checking in. See you in a few days. I'm so excited like a child. Well, you were your mother's child, ain't it? Yes. Muscles is on his way. Kathian is also on her way. Winston is on his way. Solange, Kenneth, everybody's there on. Zuri, they're on their way. Anne-Marie Thomas says, good morning, Mr. Joseph and the GBN family. Wishing everyone a blessed Friday and an enjoyable and safe weekend. The same goes out to you, Anne-Marie. Nice. So what's happening this morning? Let's get with the program. Let's see. What is the word of the day? The word of the day today, it's a noun, and it is a nice word. Yeah, gerandole, and it is spelled Girandole. And what it means, gerandole can refer to an ornamental branched candlestick, as well as to a pendant earring, usually with 3 ornaments hanging from a central piece. In its earliest uses, gerandole referred to a radiating and showy composition, such as a cluster of sky rockets fired together for a fireworks display, or to a fountain issuing a rising column of spreading water. Lengthy, but get to understand it, learn to spell it, learn to pronounce it, learn to use it. Here are some ways in which we can use it. We can say the newlyweds found the most gorgeous gerandole at an antique sale and couldn't wait to put it in their living room. Yeah, that's one way of using it. Yep. We can also say she admired the Girandoles and top knots of the characters in her favorite period piece. We can also say seeing Girandoles light up the night sky was his favorite part of the holidays. Learn to use it, learn to spell it, learn to pronounce it, and beautify your speech and writing. Good morning to you, Nadisha. This is Nadisha's favorite part. Yeah, good morning to you. And the thought of the day, it says, sometimes one creates a dynamic impression by saying something, and sometimes one creates as significant an impression by remaining silent. Sometimes you've got to let your silence speak loudly. Yeah, I've learned that. Let them play, let them go, let them roll. Stay silent. Sometimes one creates a dynamic impression by saying something, and sometimes one creates as significant an impression by remaining silent. You've got to know when to talk and when not to. Yep. Know what you're saying and to whom you're saying it. Always remember, not everyone that smiles in your face and have lunch with you and always up with you is your friend. No. You've got to learn that. Good morning, Teacher Mary, the critical eye. How are you doing? Shiny, good morning to you and your uncle. As a matter of fact, the entire household. Dr. Lane next door, good morning. How you doing, bro? I ain't seen you these days. What's going on? You alright? I hope so, okay? Nice. Alright, buzzing this morning. Get ready for Maggie's King of the Grill. That comes up on Saturday, the 29th of July. It's happening at the Man Rouge playing field. Starts from 12. Fun, food, music, and entertainment. A whole day of it. From 12 noon until you say when. Good, nice. Buzzing also, Grenada's National Reparations Commission and the CARICOM Reparations Commission, they have welcomed the recent apology issued by the Dutch King Willem Alexander. Yeah, the reparations thing is taking some root, you know, yeah. Some life. It has picked up some life in recent times from since that lady came forth and made that apology and made that contribution. £100,000, I think it was. Yeah. Sad story here. A young woman was found hanging near her home on Thursday morning, sending shockwaves through the judicial family in Grenada. I heard my good friend, the president of the Bar Association, my Honorable Derek Sylvester, extending condolences to the family. Well, oh boy, this is a time, yeah? Be strong for each other. I know you all will pull through this. Also, buzzing, CARICOM governments agree to have free movement of people by March next year. Yeah, the Caribbean man from the same place, with the same race. Yeah, why should there be boundaries, Why should there be restrictions? I should be able to just go and live in Barbados or Trinidad or St. Vincent or Dominica or St. Lucia. Live and work. We're one people. Yeah, one united people. A force to be reckoned with, and we're showing up in all aspects of life now: education, sports, entertainment, wherever. Rihanna is from Barbados. Well, one of the latest billionaires, Kirani is from Grenada, so too is Lyndon. You understand what I'm saying? And we have our new education, our new academician, Laditra. Yeah, man. Good. All right. Government has appointed Terry Forrester as ambassador for diaspora affairs. That's buzzing to. Congrats, Terry. You've worked hard, tirelessly. Yep. Keep up the works, man. Good. This is a story that I'm liking. Western Illinois University, WIU, has announced that Laditra Mason of Frequency St. George is the recipient of the 2023 International Presidential Scholarship. Now, Laditra emerged successful following 3 rounds of competition between a stellar field of candidates who had a 3.9 or higher GPA. Now, Western Illinois University's International Presidential Scholarship awards the recipient full tuition and fees. She is pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in meteorology and is expected to graduate in May of 2025. So she's going to come back and join the likes of Jerry Tamer and Cassia Johnson and Trisha Miller and the folks at the Met Office. Or maybe she'll just go further than that, man. Oh, I'm so proud of you, young lady. Laditra is a 2019 graduate of the Anglican High School and a 2021 graduate of the T.A. Marichaud Community College. Her goal is to become a professional meteorologist. She attended WIU, that's Western Illinois University, and what it says here. All right, she attended WIU online this past year and has been recognized for her academic performance and interest in her chosen profession. Way to go, make mommy and daddy proud, make Grenada proud, as a matter of fact. Kudos to you, my friend. Yeah, you need to come talk to us and tell us what is your main inspiration. Yeah. So folks, these are the stories buzzing this morning. Let me quickly take a peek on our Facebook page and see who's there. Wow, we got a number of people here. All right, Catherine Phillips says, good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Innocent. Have a wonderful weekend. And Jackson says, morning, GBN family. We need more prayer and love to each other, of course. Lydia Cameron, good morning to my Grenadian people. Innocent, blessed Friday morning. Thank you very much. Cassandra Phillips says, good morning. Let's see what's happening on our WhatsApp platform. Let me see. Is there anybody? Okay. All right. Hello, good morning, Innocent. Congratulations to the Starlight Steel Orchestra of St. Vincent on winning the Panorama last night in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Also, he says, today is Calypsonian brother Valentino's birthday. So please play Stay Up Zimbabwe. I ain't playing no Stay Up Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe throw us out of the World Cup, man. I'm at odds with them at the moment. Just kidding. All right, what else? Who else is buzzing on our WhatsApp platform? All right. Good morning, so says Nadisha. Good morning to you. Love that one. Yeah, she loves that thought of the day. Good morning, Grenada and our MPs. Just asking when we're getting a little road debushing work. Please, we need a little boy. Not pushing my government, but lots of things to get for my children. Please, thanks. Okay. Oh God, someone says, good morning, Gordon and GBN team. Congrats to all my GBSS graduates of yesterday getting coming from the one of the invigilators. Okay, Laditra, congrats. Make Grenada proud. Okay, folks, we've got to take that break from here. We've got to present to you the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather here. Those of you on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Joylyn Barry says, good morning, my dear. Blessings to you and your staff. Thank you very much, Joylyn. Have a good one yourself. Folks, this is where we take the break. We'll be back with the conversation. We've got guests this morning, so we'll entertain our guests as we always do and see as much time as we have that we can have a chit chat. Okay? See you on the flip side of 7.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Offer ends August 31st, 2023. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits.
Oh, apologies. My director has said to me we can return to a lead story at this time. A young woman was found hanging near her home on Thursday morning, sending shockwaves through the judicial family in Grenada. My colleague Rena Thomas visited her home today.
It was a sad morning for the Edwards-Klein family of Gulf Coast St. George and members of the Grenada Bar Association as they come to terms with the unexpected passing of attorney Celine Klein Edwards. The female lawyer was found hanging near her home on Thursday morning, roughly a year after her mom, QC Cecilia Klein, passed away. Family members and friends who were at the home of Klein Edwards were seen in tears and visibly shocked by her passing. Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force were called to the scene where her body was found and she was later pronounced dead by a local doctor. President of the Grenada Bar Association, Derek Sylvester, expressed sadness at the passing of his colleague, recalling that he last saw her on Friday.
The Grenada Bar Association extends deepest condolences to the family of Celine Edwards on the untimely passing of our distinguished colleague. To Delani, Zuriel, Crystal, and Emile, and the wider family, we say to you, stand strong. The Grenada Bar Association would lend its support in every way possible. It's unfortunate, but she was at our last social. We had our law week of activities, and she was at our social at the French restaurant on Friday last.
The Bar Association president spoke of Edwards as a young lawyer with potential.
She was an attorney who appeared before all courts, and she appeared with grace, dignity, professionalism, and respect. I've had the opportunity of appearing with her on matters, even as recent as over about a month ago. So it is indeed sad for us as members of the fraternity, like in any passing, but in this case, she is rather tender in years, much younger than I am. So we extend our condolences to the family.
An autopsy is expected to determine the cause of Miss Klein Edwards' death. GBN News, Rena Thomas.
The story to report governments agree to have free movement of people by March next year. Beverly Telesford reports.
Caribbean Community or CARICOM leaders concluded a 3-day summit in Trinidad and Tobago on Wednesday night, agreeing to free movement of all categories of people by next March. CARICOM chairman Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt broke the news to a news conference at the closing ceremony.
To have the free movement of all categories of people to neighborhood. Obviously, there's some legal issues that we have to examine, and we're giving the legal people some months to examine those legal issues and to ensure that we can come to us by 30th of March to take a definitive position on this.
This agreement does not apply to Haiti. Prime Minister Ariel Henry called for the country to be excluded from the agreement, given the humanitarian, social, and political crisis in the French-speaking Caribbean country. The Dominican Prime Minister said regional leaders recognize that there are challenges for some, but they are committed to seeing it through.
Of course, we have this security agreement is already that people that benefit from, but we believe this is the fundamental part of the integration architecture. And at 50, we could not reach that today and not speak about the core of the integration movement, that is people's ability to move freely within the Caribbean community. And I think we would have served and have served the community well at this meeting by arriving at that decision.
In addition to free movement, rights issues related to the initiative will also be considered to allow access to primary and emergency health care, basic pre-primary and secondary education. Previously, CARICOM government supported the free movement of media workers, artists, musicians, athletes, and nurses under the CARICOM Single Market and Economy (CSME), which allows the free movement of goods, people, technology, and labor within the region, as long as the laborer possesses Caribbean vocational qualification, an associate degree, or a comparable qualification. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
The story: lights installed for the safety of people awaiting public transportation are being vandalized. The culprits are being warned that these acts carry serious penalties. Christina John has been speaking with Legal Affairs Minister Claudette Joseph.
Just over 1 month ago, government began the process of installing solar lights on bus sheds in the parish of St. George. This measure is intended to ensure the safety of persons using the sheds, especially after late shifts.
The lighting of the bus shed is part of the Visible Transformation Project. And we thought it was necessary to put the lights in the bus sheds because that can solve a safety issue. And sometimes people may go to the bus sheds and the light could be in danger because someone could be waiting for them. We have installed lights at the bus sheds in the Grandlands area, in the town of St. George area, in the Lagoon area, and the aim is to really go to show the length and breadth of Grenada.
Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Andy Williams. The first phase of the Solar Lights project was funded under the MIT Ministry. The aim is to outfit bus shelters island-wide.
The funding is coming from our ministry and under the Visible Transformation Project. What we have done under the Ministry of Climate Resilience, we have requested a grant in order to continue with the project. So, and it seems like if we will get the grant, so we started with our funds, but we are going to continue with a grant.
Just weeks after embarking on the initiative, government is now confronted with the defacement of the lights in River Road and on the Kirani James Boulevard. It is an offense to destroy someone's property, in this case government's property, and this comes with consequences. According to Section 94 of the Criminal Code, any damage to property exceeding $1,000 carries a fine of $5,000 or 2 years imprisonment, while damage to property under $1,000 carries a fine of $3,000 or 1 year in prison, or both. Christina John, GBN News.
And has appointed Terence Forrester as Ambassador for Diaspora Affairs. The appointment, made public on Wednesday, went into effect from June 15, 2023. Here's the report.
Forrester will be based in Grenada at the Office of the Diaspora Affairs and travel as needed. According to a press release from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the appointment of Forrester is designed to increase, intensify, and optimize the ability of the government to reach out to and harness the ideas, voice, and skills of the country's broad-based diaspora population as a vital component of national development. Forrester's experience in public life spans more than 3 decades and is inclusive of extensive political, administrative, and philanthropic service, as well as a successful career in private business. He previously served in roles such as Director of Tourism, UK and Europe at Grenada's High Commission in London, Chairman of Grenada's National Celebrations Committee, where he spearheaded the events of the nation's Silver Jubilee, 25th anniversary of independence, Chairman of the Grenada Airports Authority, Chairman of the Grenada Industrial Development Corporation, Chairman of the National Water and Sewage Authority, and Chairman of the Financial Complex Limited. He also held the position of Ambassador at Large with responsibility for foreign investment. Having served in those positions, Forrester acquired a wealth of knowledge and expertise which will augur well for Grenada in his new role, as the affairs of the diaspora are multifaceted and challenging in nature. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, which also encompasses diaspora affairs, congratulates Forrester on his appointment and looks forward to enhanced engagement on diaspora affairs as a critical part of Grenada's development. Christina John, GBN News.
Well, as part of the United Nations Development Programme Digital Innovation Challenge, applicants and prospective applicants were given opportunity to interface with local digital businesses and organizations at its Blue-Green Marketplace at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort. More in this report.
As part of the United Nations Development Programme, the Digital Innovation Challenge, applicants and prospective applicants were given an opportunity to interface with local digital businesses and organizations at its Blue-Green Marketplace at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort. The Digital Innovation Challenge serves as a support network for agriculture and agriculture-related ventures. Agro-processors and agro-tourism entities can access grants of up to US $30,000 to implement digital and innovative solutions in their operations. The Blue-Green Marketplace, an extension of the challenge launched on May 18th, facilitated connections between participants and digital businesses, fostering potential collaborations in the future. Amana Hostin, the Monitoring and Coordination Assistant at UNDP, highlights the advantage of this project for the agriculture sector.
It's basically supporting agro-processors, agritourism businesses in building their business and in turn just creating sustainable livelihoods and improving food security. When you have these opportunities to benefit from some potential funding, you can use it to significantly improve and enhance the productivity of your business as well.
The marketplace featured 3 distinct digital businesses: Digital Growth Inc., Sonova, and Caribbean Coding Academy. Clifford Brown, the founder and CEO of Caribbean Coding Academy, an expert in the software industry, recognized and acknowledged the proactive stance of UNDP in driving this initiative.
The idea of people having physical location, at some point in time that will come to an end. Everything going to be in the cloud, everything going to be on the internet. If I want to purchase something, I'm going to go on my phone, I'm going to go on my mobile app, I'm going to put in the order, pay for it, and it's going to be delivered to me in my doorstep. That's the future. You can't get away from it. So my idea behind it is this is a timely initiative. It's one that I think is needed, and that's where we are going as a country and as a people, both regionally, globally, and I'm happy that UNDP is showing leadership and we need to take the step to do this also.
The deadline for submitting applications for the Blue-Green Digital Innovation Challenge is July 7th. Following the application period, capacity building sessions will be conducted to enhance and refine the participants' innovative digital project ideas. Christina John, GBN News.
Now, Grenada National Reparations Commission and the CARICOM Reparations Commission have welcomed the recent apology issued by the Dutch King, Willem-Alexander. He apologized for the Netherlands' involvement in slavery and the effects that it still has today. The King's apology was issued on Saturday as the country observed 160 years since slavery was officially abolished there.
Wij dragen de gruwelijkheid van het slavernijverleden met ons mee. De gevolgen daarvan zijn vandaag nog steeds te voelen in racisme in onze samenleving. Op 19 december vorig jaar heeft de minister-president namens de Nederlandse regering excuses aangeboden voor het feit dat mensen in naam van de Nederlandse staat eeuwenlang tot handelswaar zijn gemaakt, zijn uitgebuit en mishandeld. Vandaag sta ik hier voor u. Als uw koning en als deel van de regering maak ik vandaag deze excuses zelf.
Dutch King Willem-Alexander was speaking at a ceremony marking the 160th anniversary colonies in the Caribbean. According to international reports, the king made the apology before thousands of descendants of slaves from the South American nation of Suriname and the Caribbean nation of Aruba. The apology came amid a wider reconsideration of the Netherlands' colonial past, including involvement in both the Atlantic slave trade and slavery in its former Asian colonies. Chairman of the Grenada National Reparations Commission, GNRC, Arlie Gill, welcomed the Dutch King's apology, which follows an apology from Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte last December. Gill, who has long called for European institutions still benefiting from the legacy of slavery to apologize and atone for the unimaginable brutality, says this augurs well for the fight for reparative justice in the Caribbean. However, he notes that there is still a lot of work to be done.
Now that they have apologized, they need now to repair the harm which was caused by the actions of their ancestors and the atrocities of the slave trade, native genocide, and slavery. And also, too, it is very important. We believe it can influence other European countries like United Kingdom, France, and so to join in doing the right thing. So Holland has done the right thing. Now we await other European powers like Portugal, United Kingdom, France, Germany, and so on to now follow suit. So it's a very...
While Prime Minister Rutte has apologized, he said the government will not pay reparations as an advisory panel recommended in 2021. The government of Holland has put some monies aside to construct a monument in The Hague to educate its people with regards to the horrors of the slave trade and slavery. However, Gill contends this is not enough and calls for tangible structures to be put in place to repair the harm caused.
That does not go far enough. And more than that, we call upon the government of Holland to consult with the people affected in Holland. There are organizations in Suriname, St. Martin, Saba, Curaçao, and so on, former Dutch colonies. And they should be consulted with regards to what they would see, what they want to see with regards to reparative justice. And of course, the CARICOM 10-point plan affords them a very good guideline.
Last December, the Dutch King commissioned independent research into the role of the royal family in the colonial past of the Netherlands. 3 Dutch historians and a human rights expert are carrying out the investigation, which spans the period from the late 16th century until the post-colonial present. The results of the investigation into the royal family's role in colonial history are expected in 2025. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
All right, it's time to take a peek into the GBN ISOL lens.
Our GBN ISOL hits home tonight as students of the St. Giles Anglican School visited and toured the Grenada Broadcasting Network to get a first-hand experience of day-to-day operations at the network. The GBN team welcomed the students who were eager to meet and engage with the staff. And of course, they had to stop off in the Hot FM studio, where they had the opportunity to join the announcer live on air.
And Grenada, guess what? We got some visitors in the studio, some kids. Good afternoon. How you all doing? Good. What school they came from? All right, you all enjoying GBN?
Yes.
All right, you all behaving good?
Yes.
I want to tell the people that that's locked on to Hot 98 for the carnival season coming up and beyond. Yeah, what do you want to say?
Keep the community clean and healthy.
It was a pleasure hosting the group. Send us your ISOL submissions through WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Something big is coming. It's that time of the year again when the air fills with rhythm, excitement, and anticipation. It's time for the Soca Monarch Prelims. 4 unforgettable nights, 4 electrifying venues, soca music, pulsating rhythms, and performances that will leave you breathless. July 6th and 7th, we're kickstarting at Lassages St. David, and then we're turning up the heat. July 8th, we move to Cuthbert Peters Park, St. John, and for the grand finale, July 9th, we'll be shaking the ground at Boss Yard St. Patrick. Can you feel the excitement? Every night starts at 7 p.m. sharp. Be there and experience the electrifying energy of soca. And here's the best part. All this for an admission fee of just $15. There's no excuse to miss this. So mark your calendars and brace yourself for a soca experience like no other. The Soca Monarch Prelims. It's not just an event. It's an unforgettable experience. Spice Mass, The Evolution. We'll see you there.
Spice Up returns to the Esplanade Mall Courtyard. It's fun we have to spice up the Esplanade. Every Wednesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Spice Up the Esplanade. Your all-in-one Spice Mass event. Get a taste of everything carnival. From music to mass to food to fashion. All things carnival in one place. Esplanade Mall, July 7th to August 11th. Don't you miss it.
We, the Churches of Christ Grenada, invite you to the Isle of Spice, July 9th to 12th, 2023, for the annual Caribbean Lectureship Jubilee event. It promises to be grand. Grenada is home to over 40 beaches, sweet spices, not forgetting the oil down. The best part is the singing, praising, and preaching of God's word by the brethren to the governor of the universe. We look forward to fellowshipping with families and friends at the Radisson Beach Resort Convention Center, Grenada. The Churches of Christ Grenada invites you to this auspicious event. Don't you miss it. Our God.
NIS, our team proudly works to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We have made some changes to our operations and want to keep you informed. Firstly, we are happy to introduce the new unemployment benefit. This benefit will provide an insured person with 50% of his or her former income in the case of sudden unemployment. To support this benefit and other benefits we offer, it was necessary to increase the contribution rate. The contribution rate will increase gradually each year until it reaches 16% in 2031. As always, the contribution will be split between you and your employer. The pensionable age will also increase from 60 to 65 years. This increase will also be gradually reaching age 65 in 2029. Pensioners will continue to be eligible for a pension from age 60, but will receive a reduced payment. The NIS recognizes that the prices of basic customer goods are increasing globally. Therefore, we are happy to also increase the weekly minimum pension payment by 25%. Finally, we have adjusted our survivors' benefit payment to a percentage of the age pension minimum. Widows, widowers, and dependent parents will receive 100% or $58 weekly, while children will receive 50% or $29 weekly of the deceased's pension. We are here to make the transition to these new changes as clear and simple as possible. If you have any questions on how these changes impact you and your family, please contact our new informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit www.nisgrenada.org. Thank you for allowing us to be your social security provider.
right, good morning, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the conversation. And as you can see, I've got my colleague on the set with me this morning. It's an honor to share the platform with Kenroy. Good morning, Kenroy.
Good morning, Innocent. Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique. You know, I must absolutely say that. The rest of the Eastern Caribbean and the wider world, hello, what's going on?
My. I'm actually doing this with Kenroy this morning.
It's a delight.
It's always an honor to speak about. Okay, folks, Kenroy is here this morning to speak of one of his initiatives, the Kenroy Baptiste Public Speaking Masterclass. Kenroy, tell us about this.
Yes, so the Kenroy Baptiste Public Speaking Masterclass, we first rolled out a cohort in 2022, last year, October last year, a 12-week masterclass for individuals 16 years and over, right? And we presented two versions, online via Zoom and in person at the GBSS. Now, that was fantastic. The feedback was amazing, and we're just so happy to keep doing this to build the public speaking capacity of Grenadians. We've also rolled out a cohort which started in March 2023 and just ended last month.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the second cohort. Okay. This time around, for the summer holidays, we are going to roll out what's known as the Children's Summer Program, right? Because we want to target children 7 to 15 years to help them as well boost their capacity for public speaking. So this is why I'm here, to reach out to parents and to find out whether they may be interested to enroll their children in this kind of initiative. But it's absolutely amazing, because it really connects to children and it helps them to be confident even as they express. Because the reality about this is, Gordon, each individual has ability to speak in public. It isn't a case where John has it, Sarah doesn't have it, that sort of thing. Yeah, and this is why there's a slogan for the Kenroy Baptiste Public Speaking Masterclass. It is, awaken your vocal presence, speak with confidence anywhere. And my job is to help you awaken it, because it's already in you. And many times it's asleep because people don't have the confidence to step out and express and be their authentic selves.
I'm happy you said that. With my background in teaching, you always encounter this. There's always this little boy that, when you look at his written capabilities, he's good. But in speaking, and I'm using little girls as well, but in expressing themselves, they have a sort of introversion approach. Why is that so? What causes that?
Yes. The thing about it is, right, there is a fear that is specifically connected to public speaking. It's referred to as glossophobia. And a lot of individuals are afraid to speak before audiences because they have a perception of the audiences. What is this person going to say about me as a speaker? Would this person say I'm not intelligent? Would this person say I'm wasting, time on this platform to deliver whatever message to me? And so that causes them to be caged, to remain in their shell, because of other people's perceptions of them, what they think are other people's perceptions of them.
And we can bring this into the broader perspective of life.
Yes.
A lot of times people tend to not do things that they want to do because they're so concerned of what mommy is going to say and what uncle is going to say and what Miss So-and-so. I'm a victim of that.
Yes.
Bossing out has been a very challenging task for me because, being concerned about other people's perspective of you.
Yes. Absolutely. And this is why I want people to step out and speak. Step out and speak. Be your authentic self. Of course, in everything, I always advocate responsibility and self-control relative to your decisions and actions. But go before audiences be confident, believe in yourself. A big part of this as well is believing in yourself. Before any other person can believe in you, you must believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, Innocent, you have a boldness about you, and that boldness has nothing to do with being arrogant. It is connected to being confident that I am enough. I have a voice, and I can talk the issues, I can interact with people, I'm valid. And so the masterclass is really designed to give our children that kind of support to help them move forward with confidence as speakers.
Is that class available only to children, or is there an adult component to it?
Right. So this time around for the summer holidays, we targeted children specifically. Now, when the children's masterclass concludes, we're going to have the regular public speaking masterclass for individuals 16 years and over. And that's going to get on the way in September 2023. And of course, for that, you can participate online by way of Zoom or in person. We usually do it at the Grenada Boys Secondary School, GBSS, right? I want to mention here, though, that the children's version of the masterclass in public speaking, specifically in person, and the venue is going to be announced tomorrow, Saturday.
Okay. And is there a charge for this?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
There is. You feel free to get the details. You can also WhatsApp me, 403-0288.
Parents, take this number down, 403-0288.
Correct. At the moment, registration is on the way, and so we are putting things in place to accommodate our young people from next Wednesday.
Shauna Coffey says Kenroy Baptiste is an erudite thinker, influencer, social advocate, and a masterful speaker. I love him and pray he grows from strength to strength. Mildred Smith says, good job, Mr. Kenroy. Lydia Cameron says, parents, take this opportunity. It will help your children to express themselves. So good it can start in your home. You want to speak and your partner will say, shut up. Hearing that can shut that child down.
Yes.
Parents, guardians, people look at it simple, but it is a very big thing, yeah? The way children were cultured.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're trying to revolutionize that and saying, okay, children too have a voice, but nowadays growing up, shut up, I'm talking to you, shut up. A child did not have the opportunity to express why they did certain things, why they said certain things, and so forth. So it's a whole revolutionizing of our culturing.
Yes.
It's a big thing,
It is. You are spot on with your expression. You are spot on, because when children are being told to shut up, go to your room.
Yeah.
It causes them to withdraw.
Kenroy, let me give you a story.
It's unhealthy,
It's not.
Go ahead, let me hear.
Let me give you a story. I grew up with my grandmom and my aunts and uncles. And there's this one aunt, I wouldn't call her name. I love her dearly. She has always been my favorite aunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she was strict. She was serious on corporal punishment. And I remember that night in particular, she prepared stewed lambi for dinner. And I don't like lambi. So I'm saying to her, I don't eat lambi. And she was in this simple tone, Gordon, eat it. I said, I don't eat lambi, I don't like lambi. Gordon, eat it. I said, I don't like lambi. That time we were waiting for the electricity to come to our house, so we were on candles. All I know is I received a slap across my face, and I saw lightning to go to my room.
See that? Yeah.
Nowadays, if you do that, they call it abuse.
You can say that again? Yes, abuse with a capital A.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yes.
Yeah, so it's very important that parents understand, because what that service that you are providing is trying to right some wrongs. Huh?
Yes, we're trying in that department.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because parents, you need to understand that, yes, you're a parent, yes, you're supposed to be in charge, but that child is also an individual who has a way of seeing things and want to express him or herself in a particular way, and you need to let that happen.
Absolutely. And some people think in order to, mind you, the operative word some people think that in order to bring across a point, to convey to an individual, he or she must be shouting. And you don't have to do that.
No.
There's a technique you can literally use. For example, one of the modules focuses on public speaking techniques. There are 2 vocal modulations. You're talking tone and intonation. You just need to firm up your tone.
Yep.
You know, there are happy tones, there are sad tones. It's all about crafting your tone. So, for example, if a child is disturbing you and you're trying to study, let's say you're trying to study, and a child is disturbing you, you don't have to shout at that child to leave you alone or go and read a book. For example, let's say John is disturbing you from studying. John, do not disturb me. Please read a book. The firmness.
Yep.
Once it's expressed,
the no nonsense mode.
Correct. Yeah. You see, no nonsense. You know, there's this misconception, this notion altogether that in order to convey points, messages, we must be louder. We must be excessive with the way we speak. Nothing so at all.
And you know, that is a sign of weakness and insecurity, right?
Right.
If you have to shout and bully someone to get them to do something, it's weakness on you.
Mm-hmm. You are spot on. You are spot on.
Weakness on you.
And the thing about it is, when you take your time and speak, because the public speaking masterclass, one of the strategies, public speaking techniques, asks individuals to be mindful of pace. Pace is everything in speaking. Pace. When you pace yourself and speak, you actually have time to think while you speak. But if you rush in your speech, you also run the risk of losing clarity. Mind you, there's some public speakers who can speak quickly and their clarity is not disrupted. It's an art. But because you want to ensure everybody understands you, those who process quickly, those who don't, it's always advised, like people are advised to pace yourself, take your time and speak so that you can think better. And of course, so that you can be clearer when you express. Yeah. So that is just a tip there, but no doubt the program is very practical for our nation's children. And we are very passionate about boosting our children's capacity to handle themselves before audiences.
Kenroy, I have a problem though.
Tell me.
Why only St. George's?
No, this is open. Anybody.
What's about what I'm meaning is the physical appearances. Why can't you run a class in Sauters or Telescope or something like that?
Well, I'm happy you're saying that and you're asking that, because the truth of the matter is we're open to all of that. St. George is like the pilot for children, and then of course the intention is to engage other parishes as time elapses. So I will be very delighted, perhaps for the Christmas holidays or whenever school is on break, to rotate the coverage.
How about taking it further than that? How about collaborating with the Ministry of Education and getting yourself in the schools?
A lot of schools have extracurricular activities. For example, when I was at the GBSS, I was so involved in debating, drama. We had some public speaking. We had a public speaking club back in the day too, but it was kind of short-lived. So I am very much able and willing to collaborate in that regard relative to extracurricular activities in that category, you see, and to be of support to our nation's children. Yeah. So I'm open to these. Yeah. Collaboration, there's immense power in collaboration, and it's something I welcome.
It's needed, I made a comment the last time during the intercall games, and when they were interviewing the athletes on completion of their races, and I listened to some of the athletes, very good athletes, but the backup interview it was off. And I said, we really need to spend some time grooming our athletes, because our athletes are going international now. When you listen to the international athletes after they perform, they talk properly. And someone, why am I beating up on, and it wasn't a case of beating up. Kenroy, somebody wants to talk with us. Let's take this call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you, and I just want to congratulate the Honorable Kenroy Baptiste for his for his love of the media and love of public speaking, and being able and willing to share that knowledge at minimal cost to those of us who want to learn. But one thing I want Mr. Baptiste to speak to: how do you handle speaking impromptu? It's not just impromptu, but like somebody just wants you to speak on something immediately. Like, how would you go about doing that, even if you have little knowledge of what they want you to speak about? Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you very much, caller, and thanks for your compliment. I really appreciate your compliment. All right, so the thing about it is, impromptu speaking, you can't escape it. And mind you, you are already speaking impromptu on a daily basis,
Yeah.
When you get up and you speak with your relatives, your family, all together.
It's impromptu?
Impromptu. When you move about
it?
When you move about town, when you on your errands and so on, you meet people spontaneously on your journey. Impromptu speaking. Yeah? So there's not much of a difference. The only difference in speaking is you speak before an audience. Everybody's in one room looking at you.
Yeah.
And so you go public in that sense. And there's a tendency now to close up and not address the audience. But after this call, I will tell the caller how to go about doing it.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. Your old friend, no new friend. Now, Mr. Baptiste, you mentioned some characteristic. Oh, sorry, not me that making the phone. It's you all gadgets inside it that making this noise. I look at, you mentioned something about, let's say, people, you coaching people. Who do you think children are likely to attend these courses or these sessions? Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm an ordinary citizen. I don't know if I can address that crowd, but I addressed a whole bank yesterday for some reason or the other. I won't tell you the reason. And everybody listened to me. Not that I've learned public speaking, but according to the environment in which you go, whether you're home or whom you associate with, you acquire those skills. In fact, when you're teaching people, they have to be able to pronounce words quite good. And intonation, as you say, I don't even know what that means. Articulation, proper phrasing, and this thing, and things of the sort must not even have to be taught. It should come automatic. I know you might wonder, I guess then, I wouldn't know, that you might be wondering what I'm automatic. When you're speaking, your vocabulary should be somewhat rich so that you could make the proper choice or choices of words. This is what you have to do. And it depends on the environment in which you grow or which you are growing. Then you might be able to do this type of thing. So it's not asking people to come to these workshops that you can build them immediately. The environment have to be healthy. When I say healthy, I don't mean with germs, You have to be healthy. You have to be growing up in a good environment. As you said, some people said to the train, go and sit down. As far as I'm concerned, sometimes you have to tell the child that, but you have to know in what tone of voice. In fact, I used to use my eyes, and I'm looking at two nephews that are growing to me. And as soon as they see me eyes, or how my eyes respond to them, they turn away from what they are doing. Or even if they have to do something, they watch me before they do it. That's the environment people should go in.
Okay. Thank you, caller. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thanks for expressing. Oops, my snooze button. You know, innocent, my apologies. You know, every morning at this time it comes on. Yes, and I just forgot I'm on the air. My apologies. Okay. Right, so to get back to the previous caller, I have to answer his question. Whenever you are asked to speak, right, on the fly, you must calm yourself. Try to calm yourself. Just breathe, right? Just calm yourself. Although it's impromptu, you will have some time to play with.
To
right?
think.
Yes.
To forethink.
Yes. All right. So it's impromptu, but it's not exactly so. All right. For example, you might be at a particular ceremony. Somebody's supposed to do a particular item on the agenda. The organizers come to you and say, listen, we want you to do this for us later on because this individual who was supposed to do it is unavailable. So you have some time to work with, right? And the other thing I want to say is speak in groups, be specific. Sometimes we try to say everything because we want to impress people. The goal of public speaking is not to impress people, you know. The goal is so that people understand your messages. And if you articulate properly, then they'll be impressed. But the goal is not to go before a platform or on a platform and try to express people, try to use the biggest words in the vocabulary to sound intelligent. Nothing so at all. Simplicity sells. Yeah. For example, the word reluctant means unwilling. Use the word unwilling so that everybody understands for the most part, as opposed to using reluctant and only some may understand what you're talking about. Yeah. Keep it simple, calm yourself, speak in groups, be specific as best you can.
Okay, let's take this other caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
Wonderful. You have some people in the world that try to speak for everybody else in the world. This cannot work. Okay. The next thing is that the guest you have this morning, when you speak very quickly, the brain cannot comprehend because you confuse the brain, because the brain takes a process in order to process information. So when people speak very quickly, the people that is listening, 75% of the time, they don't understand half of what they're saying. And there are certain people when they speak, they're telling you, you understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This thing, it is so common in this world today. Why it is that if you're speaking to somebody, you have to ask them if they understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? That really doesn't make sense because it seems as though you're speaking to an idiot. When you're going to school, the teacher would ask you because they're teaching something.
Mm-hmm. Do you understand? Yes.
Right. But if we're in a conversation, if I don't understand, it might be say, well, I don't understand what you're saying. Could you explain that to me? But every time you understand what I'm saying, you know what I mean? My brother, I don't know how we will break that trend, but I hope the guests in the program would make a very good effort to try to stop it.
Thank you, caller. Mm-hmm. That's overemphasis, right?
Yes, and the caller is spot on because when you speak, you have to facilitate others' understanding, and this is why pacing is important, so people can keep up with you because you can leave your audience, right? So it's important to pace. Pace is everything, and of course I mentioned the two vocal modulations, tone
and intonation.
And intonation. Intonation is a rise and drop,
for emphasis purposes.
Right. So for example, if you say today is a beautiful day, as opposed to today is a beautiful day. Yes. Yeah. It can be in a monotone if you're not careful.
And you can also blend in facial expressions with it when you talk as well.
They're very helpful. I use a lot of that, you know. Very, very
Could you imagine you're sucking an orange, right? And you, man, this orange sweet, and you're making up. Pastor Fletcher always says that.
The facial expressions alone will tell the story.
Of course. Some folks ask me, how do you do it? How do you keep that smile on your face when you have sometimes what they refer, not my word, they refer to as some obnoxious callers? And I say, oh, I grew up with my grandmom. Kenroy, let's get back with so for folks who want to get into the program, the master public speaking masterclass, Kenroy, how do they do that? How do they parents out there, your children are now on vacation and you would want them to be gainfully engaged throughout the holiday, not just play and fun and go to the carnival events and so forth, but you want at the completion of their vacation that they would have gained something, and this is one of the golden opportunities. So Kenroy, teachers, parents out there wanting to get their children involved, how do they do that?
Yes, so you can simply call or WhatsApp me 403-0288. You can also email kenroybaptistemasterclass@gmail.com. For those perhaps, for example, right, there's a parent, she works abroad and she reached out to me via email because the email is part of the promotional material to contact, And this is how she reached out to me, saying that her child is on island, she works abroad, and she'd like to enroll her daughter. Her daughter is 12 years, for the masterclass. But the quickest way is WhatsApp, 403-0288. You can call or WhatsApp that number, and the necessary arrangements will be made to accommodate your young one. I want to mention this, right? Some people think that when you speak, you should not make any error. Like, as a public speaker, you must just be flying and rolling. It is okay if you make an error. It's all about how you recover from the error, right? So don't go with the mindset, you have a speech to deliver, and what if I trip up on this particular word? How would I look before the audiences? No. Recover from it.
Yeah, it's all part of the process of life.
Correct.
Right? It's all part of life.
Course correct, recover, and move on. And the thing about it is, sometimes when some people make errors, they become so nervous and they can just fall flat right there. Their speech is a mess, they can't continue after that, they can't recover. But it's just important to recover and move on. Keep it rolling.
Let's take this caller. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, I just want to put me a little two pins. Some people just break you moral, like beat you down. When I say that, like you may have a class, you preparing some children to take different paths. This one may have to read today. You say, John, you're going to read next week. But I sit down in the congregation now, and my friend up there doing a piece. And the people in the congregation now, they may be brighter than that child. They know language better, they speak better. And you will hear them beating down, and that child was doing a little piece up on the congregation this week. Next week, you're getting sick just because the way you hear how that person get on with that one, you're sick, But just because the way how they express themselves while that person doing they beat up this. So people could break your moral. So this course, I wish that Kenroy could help them build a confidence. Even though you're wrong today, then you will try tomorrow again. Because if a child wrong today and you get on so with them, bet you don't getting them back there again. Because I remember in the revolution time, I get a lot of confidence. I will see I like the radio program. So they used to take somebody on the estate or working on the farm. They see you could answer questions. They see you could bring back messages. So they always used to take me and bring me on the program, interview me. So when I come back now, I will share it to those rest on the estate. So them help me build my confidence, even speaking on the radio. So Kenroy, I would like you to help them build their confidence. Even though this person run them down, they have the confidence to come back tomorrow, please, guys.
Thank you, caller. Thank you.
Confidence is everything, confidence. When you are confident, you can stand anywhere and speak. regardless of what people are saying and what, because criticism, mind you,
is good.
It's good or bad. There's constructive criticism, which I always tell people to accept, because constructive criticism is supposed to suggest how to improve, as opposed to destructive. I usually say it's laced in hate and spite and envy, you name it in that department. And it does nothing for humanity, destructive criticism. But embrace constructive criticism as a public speaker, because it is going to help you. Yeah?
Okay. In wrapping up, Bernadette Thomas Alexis says, good morning, Innocent, Gordon, and Kenroy, Baptiste, and the GBN family. Have a blessed day, everyone. Mary E. Banks says, Mr. Kenroy Baptiste is in a masterclass of his own. This is an important venture. Cynthia B. says, I thank God for the days I attended the St. Joseph's Convent. I appreciated our speech training classes.
Yes.
Kenroy, thanks. Okay, we have to take a break, but let's accommodate this final caller before we wrap up. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Kenroy, morning.
Good morning.
Innocent, morning. Dabrio here.
How you do?
Lovely initiative, Kenroy. Congratulations. You're one of the persons I love listening to. So keep doing what you're doing. I'm just wondering though, in the course, would code switching be part of it? Because I think that is something that I really love hearing. People being able to move between what we consider standard English and our broken or our dialect. So would that be part of it? And I think if it isn't, you really should consider including it in there. But I love this.
Dabrio.
One of these days, I definitely have to sign up and be part of your audience.
Dabrio.
Hey, sir.
How about us putting a team together and have an outreach?
Yeah, we could do that. I'm definitely up for that. We'll have some fun with it. And we'll see where it goes from here. Yeah.
We'll blending some IT into it.
Well, of course, you have to do that.
Yes.
Especially with what is happening with artificial intelligence and machine learning and stuff.
Yes.
But I love this, and I think it is different from what we've been seeing with summer programs that just tend to mirror what happens in the classroom during the school year, the maths and the English and all that. I think this is a life skill wrapped in a really nice package that Kenroy is offering. And hey, I'm believing this thing is going to grow from strength to strength as more people recognize the importance of it and gravitate towards it.
Yeah, well, I am personally signing up for a one-on-one.
Yeah, I want to sit in this audience. Sometimes you give, but you don't get the opportunity to get.
Yeah.
And I think something like that. Yeah, Kenroy, we need to link up when you have the next one for the adults. I want to sit at your feet at some point. Yeah.
All right.
Feel free.
Okay. And W, next time I want to ride in a nice van.
Anytime.
Have a good one.
When we come pick you up and take you to song, just give me a buzz and we'll do that.
Oh, thank you. Have a good one.
All right, man. Later.
Good.
Yes.
My good old teaching colleague, man.
Yes. And he himself, of course, doing a lot in his craft to really build awareness, right? Cybersecurity into that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, to answer his question, yes, code switching is part of the mix. Yeah. Absolutely, because standard English, I advocate that, but I also don't just say let's throw away our local balance. Let's throw away.
No, we can't.
No, we can't. No. We have to be conscious, know when to adjust based on the environment, the audience, and so on, but embrace both. Yes.
Kenroy, thanks for dropping by.
Thank you.
And I feel honored to be on the set with you this morning.
Likewise. You keep on keeping on, as I usually say. Keep lighting up lives.
Of course.
Yes.
Folks, I've been talking with Kenroy Baptiste. You know him, and he's here promoting Kenroy Baptiste Public Speaking Masterclass. That is a golden opportunity for our students of our nation, and this one that is oncoming is aimed specifically to the children, 12 and above.
7 to 15.
7 to 15.
Yes.
But subsequently, there will be others for those 16 and above.
Correct.
Folks, we take a break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Do you wish Wish to learn how to swim? Well, Monday the 10th to Friday the 14th July 2023 is the Sandals Foundation National Learn to Swim Week. And Get Grenada Swimming are providing 1-hour swimming classes for children aged 5 years old all the way up to seniors. Classes last 1 hour each and are from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. daily, absolutely free. There are 19 swim locations to choose from, all over Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Over 10,000 individuals have been on the Get Grenada swimming program since 2017. Why not join us? You can register via www.getgrenadaswimming.com. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Ocean Connect, a Sandals Foundation program, for their support. Book your swim classes via www.getgrenadaswimming.com.
Chaos and LED. Get on us, Lord. Grenada had the best man's by far. Grenada had the best job in the whole wide world. Grenada had the best man's by far. Grenada had the best job in the whole wide world. Watch mass and watch bacchanal. Soca gone international. That's going around the globe. Soca not just for carnival. Watch mass and watch bacchanal. Soca gone international. That's going around the globe.
Spice Up returns to the Esplanade Mall courtyard. Spice Up the Esplanade. Every Wednesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Spice Up the Esplanade. Your all-in-one Spice Mass event. Get a taste of everything carnival. From music to mass to food to fashion. All things carnival in one place. Esplanade Mall, July 7th to August 11th. Don't you miss it.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Important announcement for CIBC First Caribbean customers. Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited invites prospective customers to collect their debit and credit cards, checkbooks, night depository keys and bags, and deposit books at its distribution center located at the GV Steel Conference Room, number 14 Church Street, St. George's. The center will be open from June 19th to July 8th, 2023, operating from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Mondays to Fridays, and from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays. You will be required to present a valid photo ID for collection. To avoid any delay in your service, we encourage you to visit Co-op Bank's distribution center at your earliest convenience between June 19th and July 8th, 2023. We look forward to welcoming you home.
Welcome home.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thompson, co-owner and founder of Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. I want to say a very special thank you to Kenroy for dropping by and, sharing this wonderful initiative with us. It's, it's so important. Cynthia B says, in those days we were prepared for life at the SJC, that's St. Joseph's Convent. We were laughed at by other schools, but I would not trade thanks to mother, as they referred to the nuns. All right. Good. All right, so the number you can call, 435-2041. There are other topical issues up for buzzing this morning. Again, the family of the Edwards family and the passing of the young lady yesterday, the young lawyer. We also like to take the opportunity and congratulate Laditra on that, getting that award that she just got in the Western Illinois University. Yeah, congratulations to her, Laditra Mason from Frequency. There are a number of issues that we have a few minutes. We've got 10 minutes that we can play with. Let's do that. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
Well, I'm blessed, So what is the topic program this morning?
What is it you want to talk about? What is bothering you?
Okay, but I still ask because I listened to Kenroy Baptiste and you this morning, but I didn't call. Now, I want to give the government and the minister, whosoever, light of the Bamboo Bridge bus shelter. That was yesterday, I feel. Yesterday. So I want to give the government and ministers for credit, because this bus shelter was before a long number of years or whatever time they built it, and this place there was very dark because not even a street light was shining over it. It have a street light, but it's very far from the bus shelter on Bamboo Bridge, and you're supposed to know this bus shelter.
Yeah.
Going up to Kenroy. And so I want to know the next one now, above going up on Kenroy Road, right above the bus shelter going up on that road up it have a light. Although this is not a program for it, but it have a street light. How much months now this street light is not lighting? It's off.
Okay.
So I call this morning and I come about it. So we need the street light there, and a lot of young people will be working in this community. Ladies and including the men. Men is okay, but like children and things, So I like for that street light to come, and the number is FN18.
Okay.
And let me give and I repeat again, thumbs up to the government of lighting up this Bamboo Bridge bus shelter. I'm begging, please. It's not for the government or whosoever sick. It's for everybody benefit, and let me enjoy it, and let me make use of it.
Okay.
Don't destroy it. Don't mash it up. Don't break it up. Can you remember when telephone is now coming in Grenada here? Our own, the public phones and wherever they was located. We same Grenada people is to mash it up, mash up all the public phone, mash up the street light. And today now we're gonna talk about the government are doing this and the government don't doing that. So I'm begging, please do not destroy this lighting up of this bus shelter on Bamboo Bridge, because it's for everybody.
Okay.
So everybody could sit down there now. Whatever time in the night, they could wait for the bus. Sorry, so thumbs up to the government and hands up to everybody. Let me enjoy it and let me make use of it.
Okay,
and also I want to say good morning to the hard-working farmers, and my sympathy is going out to the Greenville Credit Union Parks now we offer co-worker. That's your blessed morning.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, caller. Have a good one. 435-2041. Someone on WhatsApp, one of our WhatsApp contributors, said good morning to you and your guests. A wonderful gesture. Have a blessed day. Thank you for that. This gentleman said vocabulary content is of paramount importance to understand the process of a spoken word. Good luck. Thank you very much. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Hey, good morning, my brother Innocent. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Bless. One of the biggest problems is listen. The biggest communication problem is we do not listen to understand.
We listen just to reply. Let me repeat. The biggest communication problem is we don't listen to understand. We listen to reply. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Yes, communication is two ways. All right, someone has to speak and someone has to listen, and vice versa. If both people are speaking at the same time, then we're not communicating. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
But in a sense,
welcome to the program.
I want to support your last caller in terms of, and I've emphasized that before, that we don't listen. In fact, we can't listen because we have not been taught how to listen. And that is one of the missing ingredients. But my issue is Haiti. The Secretary General of the United Nations have asked for more attention or urgent steps to assist the people of Haiti. And of course, I saw something that said that CARICOM a shifting on the views about the involvement of international forces. While outside force may be helpful, we have to be mindful that they have been doing that Kingdom Come. From 1888, when the United States first invaded Haiti, Haiti been suffering. They were invading 1917, 1916, 17, the 1931, and it has continued. We had the United Nations going through in Haiti and bringing cholera, so the Haitians have to deal with that. Okay. So we have to look at not just international contingents. Why the CARICOM can organize to do something rather than waiting on international money to do something in Haiti when Haiti is a CARICOM member.
Okay.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Have a good one. 4 minutes on to 8 o'clock, folks. We take a final commercial break in the segment, and then we come back with the wrap. Don't you go anywhere.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. I am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS Self-Employment Program.
So it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Maggie King of the Grill 2023 is made possible by Quartz, Grenada Limited, Rubis, the National Lotteries Authority, Coca-Cola, Coyaba Beach Resorts, and Duty Free Caribbean Holden.
Spice Up returns to the Esplanade Mall Courtyard. Spice Up the Esplanade. Every Wednesday Wednesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Spice up the Esplanade. Your all-in-one Spice Mass event. Get a taste of everything carnival. From music to mass to food to fashion. All things carnival in one place. Esplanade Mall, July 7th to August 11th. Don't you miss it.
30 seconds away from 8 o'clock, 30 seconds away from wrap up. We've got the BBC. I'd just like to take one of the comments from our Facebook page. Ernesto Jose says, last night I happened to listen to Soca preliminary, and once again, the writing is very poor. The rhythm is great. We need workshops for artists. We keep repeating it every year, and it is getting worse with the song we've been hearing. We have to improve on the writing of the artists. Artists need to, that's a personal thing, artists need to get themselves, enlightened as it relates to composition and so forth, and ensure that what they put out is of a high quality. Folks, this is where we've got to wrap it up for today, and in doing so, yet another week. Thank you for participating throughout the week. We look forward to another engagement come Monday. Yeah, Monday we'll be here if the good Lord spare our lives. I want to urge you to be careful over the weekend. Let this weekend be a violence-free weekend. Be safe on the nation's roads. Remember to love somebody, and also remember, not everybody that laugh with you and smile with you, eat with you, drink with you is your friend. Be careful what you say and who you say it to. I love you. Bye-bye. I'm gone. Love you. Have a great weekend, everyone.